Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of It's Tough Love. I'm your host, Ryan Dots. With me today is Mama Dots. Mama, say hi to the people.
Hey everyone.
It's tough to not smile, right?
I know, I smile all the time. I'm sorry.
She's a very happy person, and that's why we have her on the show, is because she's bubbly and delightful. So let's get right into it.
Okay.
Is it weird to have a 26-year-old son?
It's a little weird.
Yeah? How is it weird?
It's just, you always think of your child as being young, little, innocent, and all of a sudden you have this adult.
Innocent's an interesting choice of words.
All of a sudden you have this 26-year-old man, and you can hang out with him and have a great time, awesome conversation, and it's just weird. It's delightful, though, but a little weird.
Yeah. And just so all our viewers know, you're how old? I'm kidding. You don't have to answer. I'm kidding. You don't have to answer.
I'm 50. I'm fine.
You're 50. It's cool.
I just turned 50, by the way.
You went to Nashville.
I sure did. That was the best trip ever with Shannon.
With Shannon?
Yeah.
Who has dodged my show twice.
She'll be on. She's a busy girl. She has life.
What did I do to you? Why did you come at me on my own show? She has a life I can't.
All right, maybe her social life is a little busier than his. Here we are. It's a Saturday night, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm dedicated to my show. You're dedicated to my viewers. Sorry. I worked all this weekend. Come on.
Yeah, I know. You're a hard worker. You're busy. You're a busy guy.
So, what I wanted to bring you on for was your generational perspective on what a relationship is, what love is, what it was when you were my age, and also before that. So, before it was this time, there was no cell phones, there was no internet, there was nothing like that. It was just meeting people. It was meeting somebody else. It was friends of friends and things like that. So, take us through. I'd love to hear about your first boyfriend. So your first actual boyfriend, like dating, things like that. Like your first actual date.
You mean
how he asked you out when you went out and things like that. No names.
I think back then, a lot of the times when you were younger, people went out in groups. So it was boys and girls, and kind of went out to the movies. I grew up in a very strict household, so it was, going to the movies with the girls, and the guys would meet us there, and we'd hang out and so forth. But the first actual boyfriend that I had, that my parents met, and
not to stop you, not to interrupt you, but that was a big deal. Like your first boyfriend that your parents met, like introducing them to your parents, as casual as it is today.
Right. It wasn't like that back then. I always felt I didn't want to introduce anyone to my parents unless I thought he was worth the introduction. So, I go to BCC at the time. I'm taking a summer class. I meet this guy in class. We become friendly, and one day he says, "Hey, I'd love to take you out to dinner." He was hot looking. I'm like, all right, I'm in. Let's go.
He was hot looking, or he was hot? Because there's two different things.
He was hot looking. Okay, hot and hot looking. But anyhow, so asked me to dinner. We go to dinner. We go out a few times before I even have him meet my parents.
Are you telling me that your first boyfriend was in college? Because BCC is...
my first real boyfriend that I introduced to my parents, yeah.
The first boyfriend you introduced to your parents was in college?
Yeah. And, which actually, I'm lying. There was actually one in Almax.
All right, so now we're back.
But they met him, but it was just kind of
casual.
They thought we were friends, casual, blah blah blah. We hung out with a group of, we had the same friends, so I really didn't count that as the first boyfriend.
Okay.
So I go to dinner a few times, hang out with this guy for a few times. Probably 3 months into it, I'm like, I'll have him meet my parents.
3 months is a long time.
Yeah.
3 months is a long time. I mean, at least for me. I mean,
So I introduced him to my parents, and we dated for a while, and it didn't work out. And,
So how was that? So take us through that. So you were nervous the first time that he was meeting your parents?
I was nervous just because I grew up in a bilingual home. So in other words, my parents spoke, it was different for me.
So let's start from the beginning. Let's give the people a little bit of your background, where you came from, because you were not born here.
Right, I was not, correct.
And I'm very proud of that.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of that. I mean, I'd like to see your papers, but I'm very proud of that.
I have papers, not to worry.
Donald Trump would like to see your papers. All right. We're going to build a wall. So, you came here when you were
About a year and a half, almost 2.
almost 2.
So my parents were in their 30s.
Right, and they came here for the opportunity and things like that.
Absolutely.
English is your second language.
It was, yes.
You don't consider it your second language, no? Me personally,
No.
without having a second language, a full-time second language.
Yeah, I mean, I don't consider it now my second language. I speak better English than I do Portuguese because I speak English every day.
Right.
Portuguese, I really just speak with my mom, and half the time it's English-Portuguese mix, and so I consider English my first language now.
This might sound like a weird question, but when you were a kid, did you dream in Portuguese or English?
Good question. I don't know.
Is that a weird question?
That is a weird question. People will say, "What were you thinking? Like, how did you
Do
know?"
you translate it to English or do you translate it to
friends
Portuguese?
would say to me, so my friends would come to the house and we'd all be hanging out. As soon as I would have a conversation with them. Within seconds, I'd be talking to my parents, and it would be in Portuguese. And they're like, "How do you do that? How do you know to transition so quickly?"
I still don't know.
Just did.
Yeah.
It was just natural. It was the way it was.
Yeah.
I knew both languages that well.
That's incredible. And so you came over as a. Would you consider an immigrant?
Yeah.
I mean, you came over here legally. Legally.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you were,
And within, my dad became a citizen right away, within probably a year or so. And we, as children, couldn't be citizens, I think, until we were 5 or 7. So, till you could learn the history.
So your brother came over and became a citizen.
Yeah, we both did.
Wait.
No, my brother was 2.5. We're only 18 months apart. So I must have been 5, and my brother was 7 when we got our American citizenship. We were in school.
This is breaking news on the show. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, all right. So now, a very traditional Portuguese household. Very, very strict. Your first not official, but the first boyfriend to meet your parents in this house, which is incredible. Yeah. In this house, we found out from John that he called the same damn number that they have now, which you'll hear next week. That, how did they take it?
They were fine. My parents, they were very traditional and very strict Portuguese parents,
but very respectful.
But they were very open-minded as well. So they understood that at a certain age you'd have a boyfriend, and they respected all that.
And you at least 19, 20?
No, I was 18. I was 17, 18.
Oh, this is like freshman year at BCC?
I took a summer class. That was a summer class that I took.
While you were a senior in high school? Or?
No, it was my freshman year.
I don't understand.
I was in college, but it was a summer class at BCC. I didn't go to BCC. I went to nursing school at Salve.
But you were on campus at BCC? Scouting dudes.
I took a summer class. So I took a summer class.
You were scouting dudes at BCC?
I was not scouting dudes at BCC, people.
That's what I'm hearing.
It was a summer class.
You guys heard it too, right?
It was actually a computer class. How funny.
They didn't have computers back then. She's a liar.
Anyhow, so I was probably 17 or just about 18 when this all happened.
Get more in the shot. You can't hang on the chair. Come on, don't let me see the chair.
Anyhow, so that's what happened.
So that obviously fizzled out.
It did fizzle out.
God damn it. Her first boyfriend was Chuck Norris. So that plays out, and then you hit the scene. Wow, that was aggressive.
Okay, hit the scene again.
Well,
you don't realize when you're hitting the scene. You're just living life and being, an 18-year-old, a 19-year-old. You're enjoying life. You're hanging with your friends. That's how we met people. You'd go out in groups and you'd talk to people. You'd become friends.
I feel like
someone would think you're pretty or nice or however.
They don't think that about me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And then they would be brave enough to either tell a friend that they were interested in you or tell you that hey, want to go to dinner. I mean, that's what it was.
That's such a key thing, though. You just hit the nail on the head, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is they were brave enough to tell a friend to tell that person that, hey, I'm interested.
Yeah, it was like a team effort back then, I think.
Yeah, everybody had everybody. Yeah. Like, everybody was on the same team, and everybody was looking out for each other.
Sure, because no one was on a phone, no one was on a computer, no one was texting, no one was tweeting. We were forced to talk to each other. So whatever we did, in a car, sitting at a park, hanging out, wherever, it was conversation constantly.
Yeah.
There was no downtime because I was texting, you were texting. were texting all the other friends.
There was no
and not
lull.
even right. There was no lull. You weren't not talking to the friend you were with. You were making friends every single day.
Yeah.
And actually, I should correct that. Not making friends, but making acquaintances that could eventually become friends.
And then eventually,
a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
if you saw fit.
Sure.
So, in total,
Mm-hmm.
and Dad's gonna be fine. How many boyfriends would you say met Vavumova?
Oh, only 3.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't bring guys around.
I wasn't expecting that.
I didn't really date in high school. I went out with different guys and different.
Well, your
things.
first boyfriend was at BCC, and that's college.
Well,
so.
that's not true. I mean, I did have boyfriends.
Right,
I wasn't
but
in
you didn't-
relationships. Back then, I had one friend that was in a serious relationship with a guy. He would beat her up. He would throw her out of the car. He was so mean to her.
We don't do that on our show.
She stuck.
We keep it light.
She stuck around with him, which was ridiculous. My other group of friends, we loved to have fun. So we went to sporting events. We went to school events. That's what we did. And we did it all in groups. No one really had serious boyfriends. If you liked someone and you went on little dates with them, they would hang out with us.
That's cool. So they maybe meet you after, meet before, and then break
or
off.
During, and then kind of go off do your thing, and then be like,
you ever see
"Where
Grease?
did-"
Kind of like that? Meet at the diner? Something like that?
Kind of. Maybe
25
not
cents for a
meet at the
burger?
diner, but yeah.
Hey, Rizzo,
kind
can you
of.
throw me a nickel? Something like that?
Because remember, for me, that's the way I had to do it because my parents were so strict.
Right, so you kind of had to go,
So,
not
but
under the
I
radar,
enjoyed
but,
it.
yeah.
But that's what I liked. I liked
Yeah.
to be with my friends. I liked to have fun, and I met a lot of people that way.
So, we're about 12 minutes in, so I can ask you now. Morgan is a boyfriend. I'm sorry, Bean, not Morgan.
She does.
Bean is a boyfriend. What do you think about the boyfriend?
I haven't met him, but based on what Morgan has said, but Morgan's a very truthful child. Out of the 3, she's very upfront. She says it like it is.
I'm very upfront.
There is but Morgan doesn't sugarcoat anything. It is what it is.
Right, you think I'm a sugarcoater?
I think you can at times. I think you're a storyteller. I'm not going to lie.
Well, hello, have my own show.
See?
Hi.
He is. Listen, he told the
What'd
kindergarten
you
teacher
call
one
me?
year.
What'd you call me? A one-man
Please,
show
let
earlier
me share
today?
this with everyone.
No, this is not what the show's for.
Listen, it's tough love. Little fibber. I had to be tough with him growing up. Anyhow, told this kindergarten teacher that we all went to D.C. He was 5.
It's a true story.
And he went to the zoo in Washington. He went to the Smithsonian, and he knew all the places in D.C.
We did go.
So, parent-teacher conference. Teacher says to me, "Hey, Mrs. DeMattos, this is you."
Still single, by the way. Shout out to Miss
Said,
Matto.
"Hey, what a great summer you had. You all went to Washington and Smithsonian." I looked at his dad and I said, "What? We didn't go anywhere. We had a 4 and a 5-year-old." No. I mean, I never said that to the teacher. I kind of smiled and said yes and, kind of fudged through it.
She did that all the way through high school. That's how
Can
I
you
graduated.
imagine, though? What a storyteller. Now you know. It started at a very young age. 5.
All right. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. People we know watch this show.
I know. Now you know.
All right. So back to the original. So
Yes.
Morgan doesn't sugarcoat anything.
She doesn't. She says it like it is. True.
Come on. What about this guy?
So I haven't met him. So in fairness to him, I can't.
in fairness to him or in fairness to her? Or
in
in fairness
to
to
her
me?
and in fairness
In
to
fairness
him,
to me.
I haven't met him. He seems like a decent boy. He's 18. He's 17. He's a 17-year-old boy. I hope he respects her. And the day he doesn't, she tells him bye-bye.
She may look small, but she barks big.
I do bark big, but only when I need to.
It's terrifying.
Little person, big bark.
She'll rip your face off. So,
And I will too.
I know you didn't want to talk about it, but you're on my show now and you have to because we're 14 minutes in and we can't start over. Do you remember when Dad asked you out?
I do.
You are a liar.
No, of course I
Listen,
do.
if you don't remember, you don't remember, and it's okay. There's
No,
nothing wrong with
I
that.
remember like it was yesterday.
All right, take us through your memory.
We both worked at a local supermarket. It wasn't actually a local supermarket, but it was Almax back in the day.
It was local to you.
It was actually not local to me. I got transferred to the store where your dad was working.
Which I'll be
I
so
was
lucky.
only supposed to be there for 2 weeks. I ended up being there for over a year.
And then she ended up getting married.
So, ironically,
Sorry.
I get there. I meet him through a friend. Friend says to me, "Hey, my buddy thinks you're pretty.
Did you think he was hot?
He'd like to take you out on a
Think
date."
that was hot?
Yeah, I did. He was a nice looking guy back then.
Oh,
And now,
come on.
just saying, young guy.
Come on. Give that a little credit
And
on
he
the
used
show.
to,
Come on.
he used to ride a bike. He
Shout
used
out
to
to
ride a
Buzz.
motorcycle. So he'd come in with
Shout out
his
to
hair
Buzz.
all like slicked back from the wind, like wind blown with his helmet.
Oh,
and he'd
look good.
walk right by my, I worked in the flower shop, so right by
Yeah.
my flower shop upstairs. The guy would not say boo to me, never talked to me, never smiled at me.
Dad said the guy was a pussy.
And never paid attention to me. It was like he couldn't stand the fact that people would come and talk to me and hang out with me. I was the new girl. So one day his buddy John McGinnis says to me, "Hey,
Shout out to Johnny.
my friend John," he said, "he'd like to ask you out. You know, what do you think?"
And not to interrupt you, but that's such a great representation of exactly what you said.
Right.
It's friends. You had the balls to tell your friend to go up to a girl and
Right.
say, "Hey,
Yes.
my buddy thinks you're a good-looking bitch."
But that was
and maybe
awesome back then. I
Yeah,
mean, really,
I-
think about it. And
I couldn't even fathom it today. It's a text message.
though
It's
I
mean,
think
it's a-
online dating is great, honestly.
We'll get into
I
it.
don't
We'll get
think
into
it's
it. We'll get into it.
anything
We'll
wrong
get into
with
it.
that.
We'll
But
get into
anyhow,
it.
so the old-fashioned way. So I say to him, I say, "Who is he? I have no idea who you're talking about." And he said, ironically, he was working that night.
Whoa! I have no idea who you're talking about. So you did not notice him. So you did not think that he was attractive.
At the time,
John, shut the whole
I
operation
knew
down.
this guy that would come and not talk to me. I noticed this guy. Didn't know it was him at the time. His buddy says to me, "How funny, we're at Almax. He's down aisle 2. He is? I gotta go check this out."
Utah.
So off I go. I check him out. I see him. I'm like, "Oh, he's kind of nice looking." It's the guy that comes in with the motorcycle helmet.
Nice.
I'm like, "Score! This
Helmet
is
plays.
great." So I say to his buddy, I said, "Listen,
You ever had
class."
a
Yes, I did. I said, "I have class. I won't be home till 11. I said, "Have your buddy call me at 11. He goes,
My
11
parents
PM?
go to bed at 10.
He goes,
That's what it meant.
No. He said 11 p.m. I had a night class.
You didn't go to those.
So yes, I did. I said, "Tell him I will be home at 11. Give me a call."
You're gonna get roasted on the show. Just
Let me tell you, 11:01 the phone rings. I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" This
John,
guy's
11:01?
calling- Yep. This guy's calling me at 11:01. Wow.
God bless him.
I'm like, "Hello,"
Hands up,
pretending I didn't know who it was, of course. And he's like, "Hey, it's so and so." I'm like, "Oh,
What
nice
do you mean?
to
So
meet you."
you know his name?
Oh, John.
It's
I'm like,
your name?
John. I'm like, "Hey, how are you?" So we talked for a little bit, and he said, "What are you doing tomorrow night?" I said, "I'm working till 5. He said, "Would you like to go out after work?" "Sure, I'd love to." That's how it started. We went to dinner at the Mill House in Woonsocket, which was a
He
really
said it
nice
was the
place.
grill house.
Mill House in Woonsocket. And then we went to a house party from one of the guys that he used to work with
Did he
at
pay?
Almax. He did pay. Dad was very generous when we were dating.
He's generous to me now.
So, and
What do you
that's
mean
how
when you were dating? He doesn't pay now?
he does, but I'm just saying back then, I mean, you know.
Good for you, John.
So anyhow, so that's how it started. And then we dated, and here we are today. 27 years later,
High five.
3 babies, living in the house I grew up in. You can't get better than that.
It's kind of fucked up, right?
Hey, what language?
It's my show. I can say whatever I want.
I'm your mother. Did you forget?
No. So,
Gotta work on the swearing.
I almost just went. I almost just said like 4 or 5 swears. So, I have so much to talk about,
Okay.
which is so interesting because it's more for me, and hopefully the viewers will love it.
Mm-hmm.
One, you were engaged 6 months after you guys started dating.
I was.
That's 180 days.
Right, I was surprised too, but yeah. He's a great guy. You just
You know what sucks? You know what sucks is I let you watch his episode before.
But I would.
But you would say the same
That
thing.
I would say the same
Don't
thing.
lie to the people.
I would never lie. And
Don't lie to the fans because they can tell.
But you know what? Here's
away.
the deal. You'll know when it's that right person.
Really?
You will know when it's
See,
that
this
right
is
person.
new. This is news.
Because remember, I was dating someone when I went on that first date with.
Oh
your
yeah,
dad.
my mom had 2 boyfriends at one
But
point.
I was dating. I wasn't serious with anyone. You know, I never said anything to him because in my book, dating is dating. If you're in a serious relationship
It is.
and you talk about it and you say, "Listen, we should be exclusive," then that's a different story. And I think back then people used to do that as well.
I think that's way more key now. I mean, then than it is now.
Yeah, I mean,
because
it's-
because when you're dating somebody now, it's constant communication and it's very blinders.
Right.
Whereas
I
then it was, you didn't talk every day. You didn't,
No.
you know what I mean?
Right.
It was maybe once or twice a week.
Right.
Whereas now it's very focused. And I think that,
Yeah,
that is a challenge. I think that
that is a
unfortunate.
challenge. But I think, I think there's nothing wrong with dating and dating one person, going to dinner. And, here's the difference. When you're dating someone, it's just dating. You're going out with them. You're going out, meaning out for dinner, out for a movie, out to a movie, out whatever. You're not in a serious sexual relationship. That's what
I'm glad you said it. So you're not sleeping
You're not
with that
sleeping
person.
around with that person. You're
Right.
just getting to know them. It's the getting to know process when you're dating someone.
Because-
so if I opt to date this one guy, and then a nice guy asks me out, I want to see what he's all about. And you know what? We're just dating. There's no intimacy. There's nothing.
And the information that you can get on 3 dates, you can get in 3 hours via text message and things like that. And I think that that's really, really
True.
drowning society nowadays.
Yep.
Is there's no intimacy in the date nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I
and
do.
it,
I
and
know
it's
exactly.
extremely unfortunate. Like, I can talk to somebody via text, and a text looks the same to anybody.
Right.
A conversation looks the same to
How you
anybody.
interpret it,
but
sure.
if you're with a person, you're having a conversation
Well,
with
it's
a
your
person.
facial
it's-
expressions. It's your body language.
Yes,
It's your reaction
yes.
to anything.
Yes.
The words you're using, how you're using them, it's everything. What you decide to do together for a date. There's an overabundance of things that play into that.
Yes, and I completely agree with
You
that.
know?
So I asked John, and I'm going to ask you the same. Take us through your worst breakup. You ever get dumped?
No, I have never gotten dumped.
Everybody look out. We got a badass over here.
But remember, I dated people. It wasn't like I was in these serious relationships.
You never been dumped? You never been sad?
Sad, sure. Maybe because things weren't going my way, but not dumped.
She's as cold as ice.
Maybe I can be.
To
I
sacrifice your love.
haven't been dumped. But then again, I haven't dated or been in these serious relationships prior to your dad.
You're just saying that because he's over there.
No, I'm not.
He told it like it was. You got to tell it like it was.
Is he
too.
saying him dumping me?
No.
Because he never dumped me.
No.
Well, he almost did. But then he sent me flowers, and he apologized.
Well, because that's when we were dating another guy.
Nope.
Why? Take us through that. Take the people through that. That'd be.
Well, let me tell
if you
you.
don't have a breakup story, then that's your breakup story. So give it to us.
It is. It was very sad. So here it goes. Maria Slattery, you were part of this. So
Okay, you can't do first and last name. She
Oh,
has
sorry.
a job.
There's nothing wrong. It's not bad. Anyhow, so
Shout out to Mom Slats.
Slats and I, at the time was Sousa, went to Somerset Lodge, which
Mama
was
Sousa.
the place to go dancing. So off we
Come
go on
bang
Thursday
this
night.
scene.
Yep. So we go, and she's in love with this guy that's there, and she is dancing with him and kind of hooking up with him and loving him. And
Her husband watches.
no, this was before Mike. Mike wasn't even in the picture. Don't worry.
Mike is
So
aggressive.
she wasn't dating anyone, and so here I am, the friend. He has a friend, so this is the other thing that happens.
Yeah.
Friend of a friend of a friend.
Heyo.
So her boy has a friend. The friend starts dancing with me. We're dancing, we're having a grand old time. End of the night, Slattery goes, give him a little kiss goodbye, whatever. In his car, leaves me alone with that one. He comes
That
over.
one?
Yeah, his name was John too, which is hysterical.
Yeah,
He
that's
comes over to give
hysterical.
me a kiss, and I'm like, ah. I did kind of kiss him. I didn't mean to. So now,
Hold on.
I cried all the way out.
No. Shut the whole operation down. Shut the whole operation down.
I should have
Shut
walked away.
the whole operation down. Shut it down.
Okay.
So, this MFer comes in for a kiss.
No, I was
But
waiting.
shut it down.
Yes, he did. I should have just been like, but it was like a little too late. I should have never, whatever.
Where were the hands?
So I,
Wait,
right here, I do eventually
Ma-
say, listen, I'm engaged.
Where were his hands?
Engaged.
You were engaged?
Yes.
Oh.
But listen,
Ooh.
there was no cell phone. No cell phone, so I
Guys.
can't call, I can't text
Guys.
anyone, I can't do anything. Finally, I
Please
talked
comment.
to her.
Hold on.
Nope.
Please comment
I-
below on how you feel about us
Listen,
so far. Because
I
this
talk to my friend, and I'm like, oh my God, you're not going to believe this. His buddy, we were waiting for you, and he comes in to kiss me. I have to stop him, tell him I'm engaged. We are now both bawling our eyes out, driving home. She's driving. I'm in the passenger seat, crying. She's crying because she loves John. crying. I'm like, what am I going to do? I got to tell him. She's like, maybe you don't. You didn't do anything. You stopped him. I have to tell him.
You never tell him.
So what happens?
You tell him.
I get home.
Oh, you're an idiot.
I call him because he has a phone in his room.
Good for you. Hey, John!
I call him and I'm like, hi. He's like, oh, hi. I have to tell you something. He's like, what is it?
Why would you ever tell him?
I'm like,
Why would you?
So I tell him.
Why would you tell him?
I don't know. I just did. I felt guilty. Anyhow.
No,
So
never.
I tell him. He hangs up. Boop. And, okay. That's what happens. Now I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. Anyhow, fast forward a little. I go to work the next day. I work in a flower shop, mind you. I'm a florist at the time. I have flowers delivered to me. Beautiful roses.
John, you're killing it.
I'm like, oh my God, flowers, how nice.
Can we bring John in for a segment, John?
And it was flowers from John saying it's going to be okay.
John?
Oh,
Can you do a
thank
segment?
God. No, this is my segment. Why are you involving him in my
Because
segment?
you kissed another man.
No, I did
While you
not
were
push him
engaged.
away. It was
John, do a segment.
no. Okay, people, listen. So that's what happens. But
it's
the
not
good news
looking
is
good.
he was okay. He's told me everything was going to be okay. Not to worry. We were good.
Why would
we were
you-
back on the path.
Why would
Because
you
I felt
ever
guilty and
tell
I
him?
thought I needed to tell him that.
No.
That I allowed myself to be in that situation even
No.
though I didn't want to. See, that's what's wrong with today's society. No honesty. Everyone keeps everything away from each other.
No.
Boom.
You think you just nailed it? No. No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
It was an innocent thing, and I felt really
To
guilty.
you.
It was
But
innocent.
from an
in the sense-
outside perspective.
But nothing happened. It was coming
You
in for the kiss,
understand
and I'm
how-
pushing him and saying, "No, I'm engaged."
I don't think you pushed him.
I did.
Mm.
Yes, I.
Mm.
Were you there?
Were you?
I was
where,
there.
Where were his hands? Was he rapping?
No, I think he was going in, Ryan.
So he rapped.
No,
There
not
was a
really.
lock.
There was.
Ma.
It was distant.
Oh.
Anyhow, people.
Nobody
let me
kisses
tell you,
somebody like this.
This is the. Yes,
Nobody does that.
This is the problem with youth today.
No.
Honesty goes a
no.
long way. Even though you know.
I'm very honest. I'm a very honest guy.
Even though
I
you
don't lie.
know that it could hurt someone, but you would rather tell them, get it out of the way, and see what happens. I mean, it was what it was. I couldn't make it go away. I felt guilty. I could not live with that guilt.
I'd agree with that because
So I had to
yeah,
do
you
it.
can't disagree with that. John, hey, can you come here for a second?
No, John, my episode.
John, can we just get you in for one quick second? Please.
John,
Please.
I didn't jump
Just
in
one
your
quick
episode.
Two.
I did
two.
not jump in your episode.
I know, but come on, you cheated on Dad.
No, I didn't.
While you were
That
engaged.
was not cheating.
John, come in.
I just said I.
Can I double down?
Was that was not. Stop
Hey,
it.
stop.
Okay.
You stop. Me stop. You stop. Stop cheating on Dad. Can you grab me another one too?
What is happening?
And
No.
here, come in.
Hold on. Bring that.
Wait, grab
He's not coming in.
one. He's coming in. No, he's not. Please, he's not. Come on. No, because I want to get his perspective on the whole thing.
Why? You can ask on his show.
He already had a show,
Well, you have to
and he didn't bring that up. No,
Yes.
open the goddamn beer. Listen, come on, my viewers. Can you come in for a second? Go, just behind us, please.
What's your show?
No, come on, don't be like that.
All right.
Just
Move it
pop
on.
in behind us. No, you cheated on Dad.
No, I did not, Ryan.
Just say.
It starts.
was- no.
Okay, so you have it. Come here. Come here. Stop. Don't do that.
Just telling you.
It's my show. I run the show here.
I can't.
Get in the
Come
show.
on.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
Our viewers are getting upset that we're not continuing.
I know. Can you come in here?
No.
I'm gonna ragdoll the shit out of you. Can you come here?
All right, come on.
All right, dude. You're fucking killing me.
Language, Ryan.
It's my show.
This child.
Just the one? Okay.
I can't.
So we'll get John's reaction later.
Okay.
I'm very upset.
Okay, well, you'll get over it. You'll be
You
okay.
cheated on Dad.
No, I did not.
I don't agree with the idea that you told him, but I can understand why you told him.
Yeah, I needed to. Yeah, absolutely.
Because you, in your perspective, you don't want to live with that guilt,
Right.
especially being engaged and,
And
you
it
have to live the
really
rest of
wasn't anything. It really wasn't.
Not
it
to
was,
you, but it's
it was
very,
in a
very
situation. Yeah, but you got to remember, I
You
was
also
there
need to
just waiting for my friend with his friend, and
And I can understand that.
you
I'm
know,
sure
I
you're
mean, it
very
was
pretty.
just.
You
just
might have sent out a
message.
vibe or two.
I don't think I did.
Well,
Maybe I don't know. I don't think I did. Anyhow, so honesty is always the best policy.
And that's something
And
that
if
I've
it's
lived by
meant
for
to
a
be,
little while.
it's meant to be. And if
Don't
it's
say
not,
that.
then
That's
it's
such
not.
bullshit.
It's
That's
true.
such a bullshit line.
But it's true.
Oh, I completely disagree.
Okay, well, that's for another show.
Yeah. So
Tough love.
let's. This is tough love.
Lord, I'm
So
sweating.
let's fast forward.
Yes.
So now you're engaged. You've cheated on Dad, and we're fast forwarding to.
Can you not say that?
Okay. Let's fast forward to when you didn't cheat on Dad because you told him about it. So it's cool.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. No, I can completely understand why you would tell him.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to live with that guilt, so you pass it on to Dad. So, now it's your wedding day. You're
Yes.
excited. Were you upset that he didn't ask Vuvu?
You know, I wish he had, but
Breaking news is tough love.
I wish he had.
I wish
but,
he had too.
You know,
Kind of a bum for not doing it, right?
yeah, well, I don't think he's a bum for not
You're
doing
kind
it.
of a pussy.
But I just wish he had done that. I mean, he knew how close I was to my father.
Oh,
and,
how traditional it was
and
for
how
the house.
traditional, but that's
He
okay.
asked your brother.
I mean,
He did ask your brother.
and I think he thought maybe it would be a language barrier. The language barrier would be an issue, though my father spoke English, just had a very strong accent.
Hey, Evers, spreken Sie Dutch?
Anyhow, but that
What's up,
wasn't, you know, it was okay. We got over it.
Oh,
No.
you think?
Though I think he, as a father now of 2 girls, when that day comes, if those boys do not ask him, he's going to be very upset and hurt.
Pat already asked me. We're cool. It's my dude.
You know? But that's
Jeff,
okay.
looking at you, buddy. Try me.
Jeff.
Fucking
It's
try me.
Zach.
Huh? Sack?
It's Zach.
Sack.
Zach.
Sack. That's what I said.
My goodness.
Sack.
Anyhow, so moving along. Let's move it along.
No, fuck that guy.
Okay, well, let's move it along.
All right.
He's a little drink. Oh, Lord.
So now it's your wedding day.
Yes.
You feel pretty?
Yes.
Care to elaborate on that?
Well, every girl feels beautiful. On her
Give us,
wedding day.
give it. All right, so
You get up in
for
the
all
morning,
so I have
you get your hair done, you make it
Stop.
done.
I have a lot of female viewers. I know, and you looked incredible on your wedding day. It was so 1980s it hurt. Like you had the huge ass veil, the big ass hair, the nice dress. So take us through that day, right? You're getting married to bum shit in the living room, and so you wake up here.
It actually, my wedding day actually started at midnight because we had the rehearsal dinner the night before. But
And everybody got shit faced.
old tradition, you can't see the groom after midnight the day of the wedding. So I get back home to the house around 11:30.
So you didn't get laid the night before.
Oh my God! What? That's. Did he just say that? I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
You should see my other show.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. Anyhow, so
People have said
I get home at 11:30.
I'm an adult.
My father's up, my mother's up, everyone's up. We're all excited for the wedding. And my father says to me, let's practice dancing for tomorrow.
Oh my god.
So he waited for me so
I'm
we
gonna
could
cry.
practice. So
At midnight?
yeah, it was when I got home from the rehearsal dinner because they had already gotten home. I stayed a little longer.
I miss him so much.
So here I am,
hilarious.
my father and I in the living room upstairs. We are dancing. We're practicing we're just dancing. He just wanted to dance
And
and
to the
practice
song?
with me. To the song.
Oh my god.
So, and it was Daddy's little girl.
Oh
It was
my
back
god.
then. So
Yeah,
anyhow.
Beautiful.
So it started, that perfect moment for a girl started then. So we danced, we practiced. Now I go to bed. I'm excited. I can't really sleep. I get up in the
You
morning.
didn't sleep a wink.
No, not really. I get up in the morning. My girls are all coming here because we're going to get our hair done, our makeup done. I have someone coming to the house to do all that.
Who was your bride? What is it?
My-
Best woman? What is it?
Maid of honor.
Maid of honor.
Was
Bride-
Wendy Almeida.
Oh, Wendy. Oh, I love Wendy.
Love Wendy.
Shout out to Wendy. Watch my
Titia
show.
was a bridesmaid. My friend it was Ann Pacheco.
It's Andy Rosa now.
No, she's remarried.
Congratulations to Ann.
My friend Liz Rigo.
Shout out to Rigo.
Your uncle's girlfriend at the time, because they were serious, Denise.
Fuck you, Denise.
Oh my goodness. Auntie Beth and Auntie Lynn.
It's Auntie Liz and
Oh, yeah.
shout out to my lady
Auntie Lizzie McGuire, yes, and Auntie Lips.
who we saw today.
Yes, yes, we did. So all my favorite people were in the wedding, and all Dad's favorite.
You had
people were in
you
the
had a big
wedding.
cast.
I did, but we were close to them. It was your brother. It was your dad's two sisters. He was close to them. My brother was part of his wedding.
So we were
his side.
so we were talking about that when Kaner asked me to be in the group or to be in the cast. That it's automatic that the brother or sister on the other side.
No, it's not. And I think as people get older, if they don't want to have their siblings, or the siblings have children, they have their children. It depends. It depends on what you want, who you want, what your relationship is. But I only had one brother. I wanted him to be part of that. And I always
she
thought,
only has one brother.
Is she in it?
That
Is she in it?
that asshole has 6 brothers.
He does?
Pat has like 12 brothers.
Oh, yeah. No, he has 2.
It's like 46 brothers.
He has 2 brothers.
Yeah, but everyone in
Anyhow.
Quincy's a brother.
Anyhow, so all my favorite people were in the wedding.
I do not want to be on the team. I want to be a spectator. Can I go on record for saying that?
And you can do that, but your sister probably would be upset if you wouldn't be. She's your best friend. You're her best friend. She would be devastated. I know she would. Anyhow, we got a little sidetracked.
Fuck.
So wedding day, we're all getting ready.
No, we're not all getting married. You're getting
No,
married.
we're all getting ready at my house.
Did you get drunk?
No, we had
Mimosas?
we had champagne. No, we didn't have mimosas. We had champagne at the house. But I just didn't want to be drunk for my wedding day. I wanted it to be perfect. I wanted to remember every little detail of that day, which it's so busy and so crazy that it flies by. So anyone getting married, take the time to enjoy every single moment of your wedding day.
That's great advice.
Because what happens, we get so involved in wanting everything to be so perfect and running around and making sure that everything's perfect, we forget to enjoy our day.
I feel like you're making it perfect for everybody else, and
Right.
you don't take the time. Like,
Right.
who gives a shit
Right.
outside of what you
So
want?
if the flowers aren't that perfect and the centerpiece is not centered,
Who gives a
who
shit?
who gives a
Who
crap?
cares? Like,
Just
who cares?
enjoy your
Mom
family.
can't swear on my show.
Enjoy your friends. Enjoy that day, because literally it flies right by.
Yeah. So, I know this is a very. I mean, it's been 27 years, but going down the aisle.
Mm-hmm.
That must have been an emotional moment for you.
It was.
Very exciting.
You know, you think of that moment walking down
You
and
walking around
hoping.
with that bag of milk.
And that was part of the emotional part of it, but I think the most was when you walk down that aisle with your dad. If anyone is close to their dad, you wish for that day to have your dad walk you down the aisle. So here you are, you're absolutely gorgeous, your father's handsome.
Ooh, we can hire ourselves now.
What's happening is
No, you
your
look
dad's
pretty
telling you that you're absolutely beautiful and gorgeous, and that you are the love of his life.
Oh, that's so
So now you're like, this couldn't get any better. You know, so as you're walking down, your father's lipping this to you.
Who's he talking to on the way down?
Mm-hmm. So we get down, and he hands me, over and kisses me, and, and then it's exciting to see the person you love at the end of that aisle, ready to marry you.
Yeah, Jerry.
Jerry, yes.
John, did Babu say anything to you when he handed her off?
I don't believe so.
Fantastic.
He probably did.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. What an exciting moment. What a nice time to be alive. And you looked absolutely gorgeous based on photos. Obviously, I was only in your belly. You couldn't...
You weren't in my belly.
You couldn't,
I was not
you couldn't,
pregnant.
You couldn't drink at your wedding. I'm a bastard child. There's nothing
He
wrong
is
with
not.
that. It's
I
okay.
was not pregnant. I did not have to
Hey,
get
you
married.
You jumped the gun. That's no problem.
No, I
That's
had
okay.
him in April.
That's
So
You do the math?
do the math.
Was it June 10th?
No, that's my wedding. It was
Yeah. Hi.
July,
Wedding anniversary. You're
July, August.
Yeah, July is the sex. June was the marriage.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So I asked John this question, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Did you have sex on your wedding night?
What?
Did you have sex on your wedding night?
I don't really remember the wedding night.
Yeah, you didn't.
I was so tired.
You fell asleep. Yeah, because
I
nobody.
was so tired,
and-
and I lost my favorite jacket on the way at the airport.
How does that happen?
It was bad. I was that tired.
Nobody has sex on their wedding night.
Yeah, you passed out in the limo.
Because you did, and you and John did.
Yeah, I was
On your way at the
such a
Boston.
way to go to Boston.
Nobody has sex on their wedding night.
Nope, I don't think we did. I don't really remember, but I don't think we
I
did.
think you had a stomach ache.
I do know that your father was sunburned for 2 days. Bad.
Way to go, Irishman.
Bad.
That'll happen. So,
Yes.
It is tough love, and your love is tough with me. We butt heads all the time, mostly because we're the same person. And you know what bothers me is the fact that this hat looks so skinny and then my face looks so fat.
I have to agree with you.
Right. How excited were you when you found out that you were pregnant?
I was shocked and
Well,
then excited.
surprise.
What? It was a 5-year plan. Not
Fast forward 5 years.
immediately have a baby.
No.
But you know what? If
Maybe you guys use protection more often.
which is so interesting.
Idiot.
It all works out really well. I can't imagine not having my
What
children.
do you mean worked out really well?
Well-
you were so full of shit.
No, I'm
you
not.
say that. Well,
Nope,
yeah,
nope.
26 years
I'll
later,
tell you
you're
this.
spot on.
Having you and Shannon, 26 and 25, and being young at heart and able to enjoy you two as adults is incredible. I would not change it.
This is nice.
You know, for me, I wish that I had Morgan 10 years after you, 9 years after Shannon. I just wish that I probably should have had a fourth child. That way, Morgan and a brother or sister would have grown up like you and Shannon. But age-wise,
Oh, no, I think Morgan.
but age-wise, I think it's perfect.
I think Morgan.
I
Has
get to enjoy my children.
I think Morgan has grown into
Oh, she has. She's incredible.
an incredible person.
Oh, absolutely.
And you know what's funny?
She's an old soul.
And me and Shannon have complained the entire way. Like, and you guys are like, just wait.
Yeah.
Just wait. And we're like, no, this chick sucks. She sucks. Like, she's the worst.
She was
And
definitely, people...
In the last 2 years, she's
Right.
grown into this incredible person.
But it's so interesting because people will always say, oh, Morgan, God, 10 years, 9 years after, was she a mistake? And I always say...
Well, hold on. Let's tell that story. So,
Nope. I always
it
say,
is tough love.
absolutely not a mistake. She was our bonus round. And
So-
we won big.
So,
We did.
you got the second spin for $1 on The Price is Right. So,
I did.
Drew, I'll spin again. So, you got me,
Yes.
which, surprise.
Surprise! Yep.
Surprise.
But it was a
Right.
nice surprise
You
once
got-
I
well,
wrapped my head around
Yeah,
it.
once I grew up. Elephant foot. Almost
Elephant
died.
foot.
Almost died.
Yes, almost died. You're right.
I almost died. You almost died. Everybody almost died.
Oh, we're miracles, Ryan.
We are both miracles. Born with a black eye.
Yay.
She,
I have an elephant foot now.
Right. I have a black eye. She has black skin. It's the whole thing.
Oh, Jesus.
2, Shannon planned.
No.
Really?
I mean, I didn't say I
Shut
want
up.
to get pregnant,
Fucking
but
A
I
right, man.
did say, no, but we did say
Good
at
for
this
you.
point, if I get pregnant, I get pregnant. We can raise the kids together.
Hey, John, shoot for the stars.
So it was the best thing because at that point, I was able to stay home for a few years while you two were little. You're 17 months apart. Raise the both of you and then go back to work when you both went to school. So it was actually very well
You
done.
never
Blake.
went back, Mom.
I did go back.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did
I
go
don't
back,
remember that.
yeah.
Shout out to Andrew.
Anyhow, so I would, some people say, would you change anything about when you had your children? I
Would
wouldn't.
you?
No, absolutely not. I love it. People will say to me, you have a son that's 26 and a daughter that's 25. Wow, that's great. You get to go on trips with them. You guys get to hang out. You get to do all that. It's fun. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes Ryan forgets on his mother. The information meter goes crazy.
I saved your ass
But-
in Key West the first time we were down there.
He might
I
have.
almost smacked that dude.
But
in
you
the
know,
street.
when some girls say to me, or say to him, you're with your girlfriend, you cougar, that's disgusting. I go, no, I'm his mother. All I have to say,
you get that with Shannon and Mom.
all I have to say, yeah, I love him. Of course I love him. I have to love him. He's my son.
That was that asshole at Hog's Breath.
It was.
That kid was a clown.
We got over it.
Yeah, either way.
Anyhow, so tough love with this one, yes. But I would not change anything.
So it's a new definition of tough love.
Yeah, it is.
So,
Many forms of tough love.
yeah, let's talk about Morgan. Let's talk about Paul's wedding.
Yes, yes. So my brother decides to get married at the age of 33, I believe, or in his 30s. They're older.
January 2nd.
January 2nd, 1998. And they decide...
No. 1999.
1999.
Yeah.
Yes. The
Shout out.
Look,
The
I'm like
millennial. The millennial.
So it's this beautiful wedding.
The Ritz-Carlton.
It's at the Ritz-Carlton in Boston.
Which
It's
will always be the
days.
Ritz.
And it's not now. But anyhow, so it's days. It's like 3 days of, wedding festivities, which is great,
Well, it's
So
all
we
cool,
go,
so
Ryan, Shannon, I'm in the wedding. Ryan and Shannon are in the wedding.
What were you in the wedding?
We were all like matron, Nirvana's best mans, whatever we were, standing up for him, I guess. They were different. They were older.
Wait. You were on his side?
We were all, the girls were all on one side, and Dan.
I remember I was a bitch.
You were on the side. You were a little bitch.
I was a
You're
bitch.
still a little bitch. Anyhow.
Whoa, it's my show.
So it's 3 days festivities, okay? Stayed at the Ritz-Carlton for 3 days. First day, rehearsal dinner. First day was, I got all the knows what. Second day, rehearsal dinner. Third night, wedding. So the kids stay with us for 2 nights. We go to the wedding. The in-laws say, if you want, we'll take the little kids home after the wedding. Because there weren't any kids at the wedding, just them for dinner.
I made a speech.
He did. A toast. And then my in-laws took the kids home.
I was 9. I made a speech.
We had a night to
It was
ourselves.
fantastic.
We had a night to ourselves in the Ritz, at the Ritz.
And while they were bomb.com.
Oh yeah, by the way.
You irresponsible prick.
It was open bar.
Yeah. You guys are irresponsible as shit.
Should I say more?
It has cost you hundreds of thousands
Her name is Morgan.
Yeah, and she's
Captain
awesome.
Morgan and Diet. Should I say more? Alrighty.
She's
With
awesome.
that said, we had our bonus round, and I cannot imagine not having her. She's totally completed our family.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, it's true.
We would have been uncompleted.
Well,
We would
let's not
have.
get crazy.
We would. She was meant to be.
Yeah, it is cool. It is cool to go through this round again.
Yeah,
I'll give her
it's
that.
fun. So yeah, there's my story,
Yeah,
and I'm
Jeff.
sticking to it.
Jeff,
It's Zach, and he's a nice boy.
you don't even know him.
I'm going to give him the benefit of the
You
doubt
haven't-
until he proves otherwise.
You haven't even met him.
Ryan, I hope that someone's mother will say the same about you when they don't know you.
Dad sent me a picture of me being a bitch.
Yep.
Dude, I
Ryan cried because he didn't want to take
I was
pictures.
such a baby.
He was a baby.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting in the Ritz, and that cathedral was beautiful.
The church, it was
Oh
beautiful.
my god!
Anyhow.
It was an old school Boston cathedral. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I was such a prick.
He cried. Didn't want to take pictures. It was a pain in my ass.
Yeah,
He still is. See what I mean?
Stop! You
It's
love telling this story.
exhausting.
That's my bad.
Wow.
What are you gonna do?
This is bad.
What are you gonna do?
Cry baby.
So, just to wrap up,
We didn't even talk about online dating.
do you want to? Because we can.
Well, I just think it's interesting. I think there are different views, and
So, in my last relationship, Tinder got me screwed.
as it should.
Yeah. So you're all
Should have, I should
okay.
say.
You're pro Tinder, anti Tinder.
Not necessarily.
Do you know what Tinder is?
Yeah,
Do you-
not
do you
necessarily
understand?
pro Tinder. I think Tinder's more of like a hookup, one night stand kind of a thing.
See, it got that.
I
I think it got that reputation.
Okay, so I would stay off that. But there are many online dating sites that people, I think if you pay for a dating site, it is legit. If you're going on something that's free, it's going to be people just trying to hook up. They've
You know,
invested-
Match.com up front is $200.
well, and good for that.
That's
because
very expensive.
it is expensive, but it's an investment into your future. So if it's
Okay.
a free,
Okay.
if it's a free online dating site, that's not an online dating site. That's a let's hook up, one night stand. Let me cheat on so and so. I just need something different.
Hold on.
Hold on.
You're grouping a lot of guys into that because there are a lot
Not
of people
just
out there
guys.
that are actually trying to meet people because you just said let me cheat on so
okay.
and so. Come on now.
I think the percentage is pretty high of those that are on Tinder or what's that other one?
Bumble.
What's Bumble? Okay, Bumble. I didn't even know there was a Bumble, but Tinder and Bumble. What's the other? Fish something.
Plenty of Fish.
Okay.
Plenty of Fish is the actual website though.
I think, sites like those, I think most of the people on there are for hookups because you're not making any kind of investment. You're not really paying $200 or $29.99 a month to keep a profile
It's weird that
And
you know
information, is it?
$29.95
I'm
is
assuming
pretty specific.
$29.98. I'm assuming that
That's even weirder.
you know. Anyhow, with a site like that, you're investing in something. People are investing. They're going to be truthful. They're going to tell you exactly who they're looking for, what they're looking for, and what they want out of a relationship. They tend to be older people. They tend to be, not your young 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds.
Right.
So, and there are a lot of people that have gone on these sites that you pay for that end up with their future husband and wives.
1 out of every 3 marriages they met online nowadays.
And I think because of today's, think about
Also,
it.
the,
Things have changed.
the divorce rate's over 50%. I don't know, something to think about.
I think divorce rates back in the day, the divorce rate would have been higher back in the day, but
If
that
they
just
believed
wasn't.
in divorce,
if
it
they believed in
just
divorce,
wasn't something that you could do.
nowadays you get married, you get divorced, you get remarried. There's no. It's just not what it used to be. It's easy to get divorced nowadays, and people don't really care anymore. So what? You made a mistake, move on.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you got married and you stayed together till the end.
You did.
Even if he was a bastard, you had kids, you were there until the day you died or the day the bastard died.
You think your relationship is a traditional relationship?
No, I think it's very non-traditional.
Your relationship
Yeah.
now?
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's very non-traditional.
Why do you think that?
I think because the both of us kind of do our own thing. We do the family thing. We do the thing together. We do a lot of,
You have your time apart.
which is kind of nice. I think it's a great balance. And I think what
And
happens...
I completely agree with you.
And I think what happens, marriage is difficult. It's an ongoing
You've had your issues.
growth. You got to grow together because you can easily grow apart. Because as you get older, your likes and dislikes are very different.
Yes.
But with that said, back to the dating, I think the online dating is a great tool. Everyone's so busy these days.
I was
These
gonna say,
corporate jobs
it's
are
great
there's no more
exposure.
9 to 5s.
You saw my show, The Lunch Dates?
Yeah.
The lunch dates, the
Yes,
speed dating lunch
yes.
dates? It's incredible. I meant to take a picture
But
of it.
that's great. I mean, think about it. That's even better than actually online. I mean,
Yeah, it's people meeting each
people
other.
meeting. That's
Yes.
great because you don't want to meet someone at the bar because you know what? You're drinking. Your senses are crazy, even though you're probably not a crazy person. So if you're drunk and acting stupid, no one's going to look at you, and you're probably a nice girl. But that night, not so nice.
That's fair.
Yeah, it is fair.
I'll give you that.
I mean, I think we've all been in a situation, being young,
I will.
that would happen. But at least online, you can communicate back and forth. You can ask questions. You don't have to be embarrassed because you really haven't met that person. So you can be very honest behind a computer.
Yeah, you can be open.
And if you feel that
you
connection,
don't think that there's a challenge and an expectation physically?
yes, of
when
course there
when
is.
you show up?
Well, I think what's interesting, I think once you start building that relationship
It doesn't matter.
with your mind and your intellect, and you have that connection already, you're already thinking that person's either adorable, beautiful, something. So in your mind,
I love your perspective.
so
I
in
love
your
it.
mind, you're like, oh my God, look at her smile. You're right. She's so adorable.
Perfect.
Someone else sees her, hasn't spoken to her, doesn't know her from a hole in the head, and says, oof, gosh, she's so unattractive.
That was
In reality, you've already spoken to her. You know her personality. You know that she jokes online with her laugh out loud or her funny comments. You're like, oh my gosh, she's just like me.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
So you're able to really,
that's two completely different takes. I love it.
right?
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it is
completely
what it
agree.
is.
Yeah.
So I think online's great. And I think if you can afford it, do it. But be serious about it. And don't,
that's the thing.
and the other
Don't be
thing
an
is
asshole.
Be honest.
Yeah.
And be honest. So if you're a little overweight, say you're a little overweight. Because, man, you're going to
a little
meet this
overweight.
person. And they see you, they're going to be like,
She's
oh
a
my God,
munchkin, I'm a little overweight.
I love that personality, but you didn't tell me you were 400 pounds. Or you didn't tell me you were super skinny. Not that you're fat, skin, whatever.
You're good. Don't worry about it. Come on.
No, you know what I mean, Ryan.
No, it's true.
So I think, there's someone, like they say, there's a lid for every pot out there. It's just a matter of finding, communicating, connecting.
You think it's a lid for every pot?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
You are the most. You are
Yes.
the most optimistic person I've ever met in my
Listen.
entire life.
I'm telling you, there is. And that's why I think online dating makes it that much easier to find that lid.
Because that's the distance.
Right,
isn't
so
even
you're a
thing.
little fat pot, or you're a little skinny pot, or you're a little tall pot. But there's someone that's out
I'm a little
there.
teapot, short and stout.
There's someone out there. It's just a matter of taking the time, investing the time in someone to see if they're what you want and have your same beliefs, wants, needs, whatever. I mean, just got to give someone a chance, too. Because when you're at a bar or you're at parties or you're in college, even college.
College,
it's-
yeah. See, that's the thing. College too. It's like,
Right.
yeah, you can hook up, but like,
You know, and here's the other thing.
And you can
know,
settle in college.
Some people hook up and, they met at a bar and they were so much fun and then they get married, they get together, and I know a couple of friends like this.
me too.
They get together, they get married, and the person is no longer fun. Because you know why? That was the stage
Yeah,
they were in.
They were in the college.
They were in
stage.
college. It was party hardy. Now they're adults.
Hey,
they
don't
don't
call
have
out Hardy
that
like
party.
that. Shout out to Kevin Hart.
Well, you know what I mean.
I'm kidding.
They no longer want that. But that's all that person knew.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that person wanted. That partner no longer has that. They've grown apart.
And that's difficult.
Yeah. So it is tough love, but it's out there.
You want to wrap?
We can wrap. I'm good.
All right. Can you plug?
Yes, Flippity Funwear. Get on Facebook. We've got these great 02809 t-shirts, sweatshirts, any kind of anything. Check it out. Reach out to me. And my partner, Donna Wilson.
So I'll do your plug. So Flippity Fun Wear, we have all your fall wear. We got long sleeves, we got sweatshirts, hoodies, cutoffs, anything that you need, we got it at Flippity Fun Wear on Twitter.
Yes.
At M Doherty.
It's go on Facebook.
It's go on Facebook.
Yeah, find us on Facebook, Flippity Funwear.
Find us on Facebook. We can't
We
tell
have
you
a
where to
shop.
go. Find you on
It's
Facebook.
Flippity Funwear. We have a shop right on Facebook.
Search us on Facebook, Flippity Funwear. The sweatshirts are amazing. They're comfortable as shit. I have one myself. I wear it every day. Still waiting on my long sleeve. It's on back order, but that's cool. No, I'm kidding. I have it, and it's great.
They are great.
Follow her personal Twitter at M Doherty.
143.
At M Doherty one. No, it's Maria Doherty 14. No, it's M Doherty.
Doherty.
At M Doherty 143. Donna, you want to shout out Donna?
Yes, my business partner. She's the best.
On Instagram, Jessie Girl. What is it? 248.
No, Jessie girl. I don't know.
Just search Jessie Girl and you'll find her.
Find her on my list of friends.
Yes.
So unprepared.
Yeah, tag us and everything. At DOTTS27 on Instagram and Twitter. It's toughlove.weelby.com. Feature us, tag us. If everybody shares this one time with one other listener, I've doubled my viewership. Help the cause, guys. And just don't forget, it's tough love.